Hi, today we are looking at how they process raw human hair before it is made into an end product.
Well, once the hair is shaved off, it is collected and sold by the kilo in big bags for pennies on the dollar.
Okay, so the hair is sold. What happens next with the hair? What is the first thing they will do?
The first thing would be to thoroughly clean it to rid of dirt, grease, and more importantly, those pesky lice and the nits. Eliminating nits from human hair demands a significant effort, ensuring that every strand is free of those unwelcome hitchhikers. After cleaning, there are a few options of how to process the hair further. This depends on what quality the hair needs to be as an end product. Natural colors do not have to be bleached and colored, but in some cases they still give the hair a silicone treatment to make it more appealing and smooth. Although the silicone is disappearing slowly while washing the hair, it is perceived as being more attractive as a selling point when you unpack the hair. Originally, silicone was only used on unsorted or non-Remy hair to make it more manageable and appealing. Nowadays, the hair gets stripped from its cuticle in acid baths so that the cuticles aren't causing any tangling as they can't grab into one another. The silicone treatment replaces the cuticle layer, making it soft and smooth in the process, or at least until the silicone starts to wear off. But before, if any silicones can be applied, the hair needs to be colored into a specific set of shades.
Yes, so how do they make all the colors? Since it is mostly dark brown hair as far as I understand.
In short, it has to go through this process. The hair has to be bleached to a certain color level, which has to be slightly lighter than the desired end color. Coloring needs to be done before the silicone treatment, otherwise the color would fail. The lighter the color, the longer the hair has to be bleached, which of course results in more damage to the hair. Because of this intense treatment, light blonde colors are often more expensive than darker colors. What the factories are using to bleach their hair are well-kept secrets. After the bleaching process, the hair still needs to be uniformly colored into a single shade.
How does all this processing affect the hair? And what is the damage, or should I say what's left of the quality?
You can imagine that after all these chemical processes, the hair has already received quite a beating. This is also the reason why manufacturers do not recommend to color hair extensions again.
Okay, so after coloring the hair, what is the next phase for the hair to go through?
The next phase is to decide whether they are going to make it Remy quality again or if they just leave it unsorted. If they decide to make it Remy hair again, they will have to sort the cuticle layer of the hair in the cuticle correct direction. This can be done in several ways, but is still mostly done by hand. For this, they use drawing mats or hackles, which are a sort of spike bench. By repeatedly pulling the hair through the hackle, it sorts itself out with the help of the cuticle layer. This is repeated until all the cuticles are lined up in the same direction. This method isn't 100% proof, as a small percentage will still be in the opposite direction. Only a few companies have developed a machine that can efficiently perform this particular task. It works by loading the hair into a vibrating machine that separates the hair laying in opposite directions. Now the hair is processed or dressed human hair and ready to be made into a specific hair extension system or wig.
So, it is safe to say that this is a very labor-intensive product, even before it is made into a specific hair extension system. Crazy, right? Please like and subscribe for more.